Hello, my friends. This is your happy stamper lady, Rachel Merkin, helping the creative you shine through. Welcome to Over the Moon in February Celebrate Friends. Let's go to my Facebook page real quick. On here, we always get a little bit more personal. I have some fun games at times. Last week, if you caught me, we did a Choose Your Adventure, which was super fun. So if you're on YouTube, thank you so much for those who have subscribed. Head on over to Facebook and like my page there, and vice versa. If you're on Facebook, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, we're going to look at my demonstrator page real quick. Here you can order at any time that you want to. And of course, hello, my friends. You can always ask me because I love to help you figure out what you want to order. Magic box! Super excited today. So we are still in the theme February Celebrate Friends, little play on words. We still have celebration going on, so I don't want you to forget about that. You have time. You can get some wonderful free products out of here. Every 50 you spend and some every 100 you spend. Today, we're going to concentrate on a batch of every 100 you spend. Super excited. So, Magic Box, if you haven't caught me before, I do themes for the month. Hey Girlfriend has been our theme stamp set for the whole month, and I am loving this stamp set. Now today, I'm going to show you 3 different cards. So I have different color combos that I'm going to talk to you about. I am going to introduce to you a couple of extra sets today. Super exciting. So let's pull all of the goodies out of our magic box so we can see all the fun things that we have going on. Got some Stampin' Blends in there because I love to color. Super excited. Magic box empty. Okay, so what we have today, this is another new set in the mini catalog that I want to introduce you to, and it is called Sweet Strawberry. And it comes with a matching punch. That punches out your strawberry. It punches out the flower. Trying to get out of the light. There you go. It punches out the stem, the leaf, the flower, and the strawberry. All of those things that are stamped here. Super exciting. Then, in the Sale-A-Bration catalog, okay, so here we go. This is all of our freebies. $50. Donkey's freebie, birthday, oh, ombre. We did some of these. So some of the stuff that you haven't seen, like the quarter bouquet and the heal your heart, go back into my January videos because I show them off with my snails. This was last week's flower and field. Super fantastic. And here's a little plug for you. In Paper Pumpkin, which is next week, it's coming for February, they're using some of this flower and field. So super excited to see what that box is. Last week really hit on a touch of ink as well too, so go back and check out my video from last week. This week we're going to be doing Berry Blessing Stamp Set and Berry Delightful DSP. The beauty is that little strawberry punch matches the DSP paper to perfection. In fact, I want to show you that a little bit because I did already do some punch outs with that. So there you go with your celebration. You do not want to miss that, you guys. You want to get in on these deals, and it only goes to the end of February. So time is ticking away, my friends. Ticking away. Okay, we've got flowers. So you see the little flowers that it punches out, little leaves that it punches out. This is all on the Sale-A-Bration DSP. And strawberries. Super cute. Now, I want you to watch this week because I am going to do another series. I was thinking about doing a video, but I think I'll just post pictures for you. I'm going to do another series of cards using like a whole bunch of that DSP on that accordion fold that I've been teaching you. And I thought that'd be super fun. And of course, we'll use our little girlfriends still, so have no fear about that. Okay, I'm going to put these away because You don't want to get lost in those. But I wanted to show you that is from the DSP. So let's take a look at the rest of the DSP while we're looking at it. So I have done Love It, Chop It. I have a Sew Not Wet Love It, Chop It video. That is a Kylie and Bruno Bertucci thing that they came up with, actually, a way to cut your paper to use it to the fullest extent, which I adore. So this paper and this stamp set are free if you spend $100. Free, my friends. I love it. So let's take a look at what that paper looks like. So we've got these beautiful berries, and then we've got like a cute little check plaid. Look at the blueberries. Ooh, I love that blueberry paper. So beautiful. Then you've got grapes. Super, super cute with the grapes. And then look at that pretty paper on that side. Then you've got strawberries with the cute little thing. And so you could punch out strawberries and it looks like a strawberry. And your last paper I have cut up because I wanted all of these bits and pieces. And then I went in with the punch. Super, super easy. I always punch upside down. I find that to be easiest. I went in with the punch and I actually just lined it up. I want to get... I'm watching so you guys can see. I lined it up, boom, punch out my flowers, and then cut a little bit punch, and then all of it punches out. Brilliant, and it matches with this. So, you know, you want to get the bundle. You get your sweet strawberry bundle. You get your girls, because you want to get those cute little girls. You get a couple of stamp pads, boom, you're at $100. You got all the makings for all the stuff that I'm teaching you to make today. Don't you love it? I think it's so, so brilliant. Okay, so that's our paper from the Sale-A-Bration. I wanted to show you that. So that's the DSP that we're using today. Then we've got our Berry Blessing stamp set, which has the little blueberries and the leaves. It's got this little area which the blueberries could grow on. And then this could be grapes or raspberries. So blackberries, I mean, you could make it many different things. And we're using Wishing You the Very Best today, and You Always Have a Way of Making My Day. I used those today as well. So, so exciting, you guys. Uber, uber cute. So today's cards, I think you'll agree with me when you see them. They have a reminiscence. Okay, I'm dating myself again, but whatever. You already know I'm 50. I have a reminiscence of strawberry shortcake. It was kind of really feeling like strawberry shortcake to me. Like as soon as I saw them, I actually stamped the cards I'm going to show you today, which is my Over the Moon video. But as soon as I saw them, like I stamped these like 2 months ago because I just was like, oh my gosh, these are like strawberry shortcake girls. They feel like super, super cute and with all the colors and stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So let's talk about the card itself. Super, super simple on our card base today. Because we have we have a lot of other cool things going on. So I'm going to pull that out of there and put that to the side. So our card base itself, I've already stamped our little girl and did a little bit of coloring because we have a lot to cover today. So our card base is 11 inches. I'm going to pull all these goodies out, by 4 1/4 inches. So 11 inches this way, 4 1/4 inches this way, scored at 5 1/2. Super, super simple card base today. The DSP, when you do it Love It, Chop It style, so that is your Love It, Chop It, is 5 1/4 this way by 4 inches. And then I have cut it off. I will show you. I've cut it off at 4 inches this way, and so I leave myself a little strip over here, and then I cut a baby tiny strip off for inside the card. You do not have to do any of that. That was just my idea. I liked it and I thought that it would look really cool, so I liked that. So then we have what is called the mini Curvy Keepsake box, and that is a die. So I'm going to show you that. It comes just like this, just one die. It goes through. Now this is not going to go through the mini boss. This is going to have to go through the big cut emboss machine on a 6x6 piece of paper. Okay, so if you get some of your DSP, before you leave it chopped, if you want DSP boxes not plain, you need to do 6x6 paper, and then you can cut some stuff up like that. I just did it on plain white because we're going to actually create our own paper today. We're going to create our own coloring today. Super, super cool, you guys. I'm so excited. Some of the other extra things that we use today, Label Me Lovely Punch. If you went to my adventure last week, oh hey girlfriend, adventure last week, which was super fun, those cards, this was the punch that was picked out, and I am using it once again. Okay, and I already stamped my words in there, and I already stamped my little gal and colored her on there for our keepsake box. You'll get to see all those goodies here in a moment. So those are done. Just want to let you know we're using that. I am revisiting that black ribbon because it is fabulous, to be perfectly honest. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that while we have that ready. So I have tear and tape. You do not have to use tear and tape, but tear and tape is my favorite for ribbon. I think it stays. I think you don't have to fight it. And I think that it just helps to keep the ribbon nice and tight. And I always like my bone folder to go down across where the tear and tape was. I think that's the easiest. You can use your scissors, or if you got your pick-a tool, if you got a pick-a-tool, and you have to lift up that cover, that covering piece on there. And the thing with the tear and tape is, which is brilliant for the use, but when it is down, my friends. I was looking for my scissors that cut ribbon. I cut sideways and I want it to be straight across. I want it straight across there. Yeah, there's no forgiveness. There's no grace in the tear and tape. Which is good when you're putting something down. You just have to learn how to work with it and be careful with it. Okay, and I'm just laying that ribbon down. Look how beautiful that is on that beautiful blueberry paper. And we are going to trim that off. Boom, you got that going on. How easy peasy is that? Okay, and then let's go ahead and do our other ribbon while we have it, because it's already gone down enough. So we put it down just a few minutes. I mean, it doesn't take long for it to kind of stick in that spot. Just want to do the lift up again. And then we're going to come across with that ribbon, and we're going to put that on the bottom. This is all prep work for what you're going to end up putting on your card, but sometimes it's nice to have some of the prep work done ahead of time. And then you can concentrate on some of the bigger elements that you're doing. And our bigger elements today is we're actually going to color our paper. Super, super cool. I'm actually very excited about it. Now, I had Wishing You the Very Best, and I had hand cut that and had already put some dimensionals on it. And so I am actually going to get my little dimensional backing piece to come off, and I'm actually going to stick that down so that it is ready to go. And I am going to put dimensionals on the back of that so that it is ready to go. So these are some of the prep work things that I like to do ahead of time. I cut my DSP, decide what DSP I want to use. I get that cut, and then I get my pieces ready to go inside my card so that they're ready when I'm ready to put them in there. So you got that beautiful piece, you got this piece, and actually I'm going to do that too. I'm going to take our glue. You know, I always use glue. Wow, tear and tape for my ribbon, but pretty much everything else is glue for me. I don't do much of anything else. And I loved that Label Me Lovely punch. Isn't that so pretty? You always have a way of making my day. Isn't that lovely? That's a really nice saying, actually. So we're going to have that ready, and I have pre-cut and done some flowers. Now I'm going to show you how to do the flowers when we do a little bit of stamping here. They're super, super simple. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my flower down, and look how cute that is. And that's all going to be on the inside of my card, as well as that tiny little strip. We will come back and review those pieces here in just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put those out of the way. We're going to move the glue for a moment. I've got these beautiful holiday gems. Those are beautiful. I can't wait to use those. Now let's get to doing the coloring on our card. I am going to use the Stamp-A-Rate. It's your friend. I always find a way to use it. I'm using it a little differently today, though. I've already done my stamping, which I use the Stamp-A-Rate for that too. But I'm going to do what is called masking. And you maybe have seen masking before, and you've done masking where you're building on your stamping. Like you're going to look like you're going to stamp on top of each other and build. That's not what we're going to do today. We're going to use our masking so that we can do some coloring. So I stamped my little girl and cut her out in super flimsy paper. You can see that she's flimsy. That's great. That's how it needs to be. But you do need to be careful with that when you are using it because it can rip. Not like you can't make more. You certainly can make more masks. But just to be aware, the colors I'm going to use on my blue girl, she's my blueberry girl, are Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Coastal Cabana, and Night of Navy. So we're going to start with the lightest color. That's how I do it. And I think it works really, really well with these new blending brushes. That's the other thing I named as an extra. You guys, these are the softest. Oh my gosh, they're so soft. So I am going to take this blending brush. We're going to do some stuff on our card and we're going to do stuff on our box. We're going to color them ourselves. So with that, you've got your color, you take your blending brush and you're just rubbing. You just rub it on there and you want to hold her little head down because you don't want it to go underneath the mask. And you're going to put color on. Now the beauty with the coloring is you can start light. One of the things that I've noticed with the blending brushes as opposed to say our little sponge, they're like our daubers, is I feel like you got a really even, coat that does not like give you like little weird start and stoppy places. Now, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe other people don't have that issue. I feel like I've not had that issue since I did the blending brushes. I feel like it blends really well. And you go back and forth, look at that color that's coming on there. You go back and forth with it and it just keeps adding color and getting richer and richer in that beautiful color that you're going for. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had so much fun with these little gals. I'm telling you, I just loved it. So this is just holding her in place. That's all. That's actually all I'm doing with that right now. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more of that color down by her head and go across. And what I noticed is when I use the brush, if you just keep moving around, like you move around with the brush, I just feel like it gives you a really pretty blend. It's really, really beautiful, a really pretty blend. Now, I'm going to move that for just a moment, and we're going to do the same thing over here, and we're just going to do the top part of each part of this box because we want to color our box too. So this is like a little gifty giving idea that you can give to your friends. So super great. These bags are great for Valentine's Day. I did a Galentine's gathering last week. I think I told you guys. And I actually did a matchy box with my little cards that I made. Not this one. I did something a little different. But there you go. So you started your look. I'm going to go ahead and close that for the moment just to get it out of the way. Then you're going to notice that you have color on your blending brush, which is fine. If you do this until it comes clear, the thing that I love to do is if you start with the lightest and go to the darkest, it doesn't pick up other weird colors. It just keeps coloring for you. It's really brilliant. I'm loving these blending brushes. And they come in a pack of 3 for $12, you guys. I'm loving it. Okay, now we're going to take the Bermuda Bay. And if you just notice, I've got the magnets down, and then I just kind of take my hand and I hold and I blend because I want to get in where her elbows are. I want to get in where her hair is. You can move these sideways so that I want to get in where her skirt is. And if you notice too, I'll do the blending, but then while I'm blending, I always come back up into the other color. And you're making that really cool ombre effect, which I love. So I have to move it around. You guys may not have to do that. I am, my daughter has said this before, and I would say I agree with her. I create, and the way I write and move is kind of left-handed. I'm right-handed, but the way I do things is a little odd. Yeah, that's okay. It is true though. I would actually agree with that statement. I'm a little bit left-handy in how I do my stuff. Isn't that funny? But it is true. I would agree. Okay, and so now I am coming up into that color. Look, you guys, at how pretty that is. Okay, we're going to move that aside because we want to not forget our bag. Of course, we don't want to forget our bag. We're going to come across just a little bit on the top of the bag and like pull all of our colors in. Super cute, right? Loving it? Are you loving it? So cute. Okay, the next color, so we're going to move that out of the way for a minute and kind of do the same thing. You're just kind of trying to get some of that. You're just trying to get some of that color off. We're going to bring in Pacific Point, which is a brighter blue. All right, and we're going to do the same thing. So now I am actually going to move my magnet up here because I'm going to get closer to the legs and the skirt. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing what I just did. Don't do that, where they jumped on top of each other. That's super unfriendly. I actually want to go here, and I want to go here. Out of the way, okay? And you don't have to do that. I just felt like the magnets made it easier for me. I felt like that was easier. So now I'm coming in and I'm blending up. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm blending all the way around. Look at the beautiful color that you get with that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, I kind of make her feet my stopping point. The way you blend is up to you. How you blend is up to you. Trying to just to get the right, yeah, I'm a little kooky with how I have to have my hand. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of come up in, because I want to get some more of that brighter blue up in. There's no right or wrong with your blending, you guys. It's just whatever really appeals to you when you're doing it to get the look you want. But I'm loving how you're getting the multi look that you've got going on. Look how beautiful that blue is. Okay, I'm going to move that aside because we want to get our Pacific Point on the map here. Look how pretty that is, you guys. I'm loving it. Pacific Point here. We will do the other one. Love it. Look at those beautiful colors. Okay, I'm going to get rid of as much of that as we can. But again, when you're doing the darker color, it doesn't really pick it up and it does it just fine. The last one we're going to use is Night of Navy. And while I've got my thing here, make this super easy. I cover the bottom, not that it matters, because you're not really going to see the bottom, but I think it makes it easier to blend up and get the extra color on the sides here, because I want to get some of that Night of Navy nice and deep in there. Isn't that a stunner? All right, we will be coming back to that. But let's get our little gal, because we got the bottom of the paper to finish off. So we want to keep doing our blend, blend, blend. Look how pretty that is. Coming across with our blend. And again, you could keep blending if you wanted it darker. If you were feeling like, I want that darker, I want to pull some of that in. I like going back up to the top though, I will tell you that. And I do find the longer you blend, the more you give it your time and attention, the more I love the blendy colors together. And I like coming across the top with a little bit of that dark. Okay, you guys, that is our blending. Do you love it? Now, are you ready? I'm going to take off the mask and look what you have. So our little girl is in the midst of all of this cool looking stuff. And then have no fear, this just washes off with water, which I will do later, but it's perfect. It's perfect that way. Now, we want to talk about stamping. So the first thing that we want to stamp, this is our little blueberry girl. So if you grew up with the Strawberry Shortcake girls, Strawberry Shortcake Blueberry Muffin was one of her little friends that I loved. That this girl kind of reminded me of the Blueberry Muffin girl. So I was kind of feeling like I was doing the Blueberry Muffin girl. Okay, so I'm going to get those stamps out. And then I'm also, while we've got it, just so we have all of our stamps ready, I pulled the flower from the Sweet Strawberry. And I can't wait to show you guys because I really feel like the flower added some serious pizzazz to the card. So as I was stamping, you know, when you're first trying something, I was like, it needs a little something. I'll tell you what, it was the flower brought it all into, brought it all into cohesion, I felt like. So I think I want to start with, I think I'm going to start with the berries. The berries are probably your thing to start with. And I'm going to do the berries in Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to do the outline of the berries. So I'm going to start with the berries outline. Actually, I'm going to use the smaller one. I don't need that big block. More block you have, more space you have to have, accidents or smushies that you don't want. So I'm going to do the berries, okay? And bear with me, bear with me, because what I notice is that this card literally builds on top of itself. So I feel like you do one thing, then you do another, then you do another, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, that card is super exciting. And you see that the blendies bleed through, but have no fear because we did that paper, and that paper is going to make it magical, and you're going to love the inside of your card as well. So super, super fun, you guys. I think you're going to love this card when it's done. Okay, that is all I'm going to do with those berries, but don't forget you got your bag. And so this is very important to stamp while you've got it. You know me, I don't want you to have to clean up if you don't have to. So I'm going to do berries all around the bag, keeping it super simple. So that part we're going to clean off. We're done with that part. Then we're going to go into the berries, the fill-in part. So we're going to do, I think we're going to do Night of Navy and the fill-in. All right, so now we'll move that back out of the way. Let's do our bag while we've got it, right? Okay, and the fill-in makes sense with the fill-in. So you have a small berry, a big berry, and a medium berry. And if you look at the fill-in, you have a small and you have a big and you have a medium. And when you look over top, excuse my hand for just a minute, but when you look over top of your berries, they literally sit down inside your berry. So it literally just fills in your berry for you. Super, super cute with the berries. And that's all we're going for. We're just going to fill in our berries. And if you don't get it exactly filled in, that's okay too, because it still looks uber cute. So now you've got your blueberries going there. Let's come back across here. Sorry, little girl, we need to move you. And we're going to fill in our berries on the front of our card, and then we're going to fill in the berries on the inside of the card. And look at how filling in the berries already gives it a massive pop of color. I think already, like, look how beautiful those blueberries are. That makes it look super cool. We've got one more little set of berries here. We're going to do, boom. And then don't forget, you've got the inside. So you want to fill in your berries on the inside of your card as well. Isn't this smashing? I love the berries. Love the berries. So I saw this set in the Sale-A-Bration, and it was the very first set I wanted. Like, I was like, okay, what do I need to put together so I can get the berries? Because they are my favorite. Love it, love it, love it. All right, one more. See how I have to turn my card around? Because I'm so kooky. Okay, berries are done. So let's clean the berries off. Then we're going to come back through and we're going to do leaves. So I've got some random leaves, which are fine to do. I think I'm going to do the leaves on Pacific Point. We haven't done Pacific Point yet. That'll be nice to bring that out. Let me get the block was not quite cleaned off. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to come across, and the leaves were random. The leaves don't have to be any specific way. I just thought that they were really cute, and they just added an extra touch. Aren't the leaves pretty? And that looks really nice. So then this is just giving you a little extra. Oops. Got a hair. Happy accident. We will fix that. Have no fear. You know me. No, we will fix that. So I had a little hair fall down or something. Okay, so now we got our leaves going on with our little gal. Look how cute that is. Now don't forget, we've got our bag over here. So we might as well go ahead and get leaves done with the bag as well. Boom, we're done with our leaves, you guys. That just leaves the flower. Okay, and I told you I'd show you how to fill in the flower, which is actually super, super simple. It's the same as the berries. Super, super simple. Okay, so what you start with is the outline. Sorry, I had a little extra on there. You start with the outline of the flower, and I'm going to go back to Night of Navy. And I am going to take my little bag and I'm going to do a little outline. And look what I'm saying about that flower. How that flower all of a sudden just makes everything pop. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. And then when you see, like, if you start to get a little smudgy there, go ahead and clean it. That's what I'm talking about with the smudgies, because if you did not clean it, you could get smudgies on your card, which obviously you don't want to do that. Nobody wants smudgies on their card. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing over here, and we're going to do our flowers. Got to get our flowers all around our little girl. Isn't she beautiful, you guys? Oh, I love them. How many flowers I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know I like odds. I like to do odds. We'll do one more flower. There we go. We've got flowers on our little girl, and we need to do flowers on the inside of our card as well. So we've got a flower there. Now, some of this will get covered up, which is fine. That's fine, too. No problem. Okay, now our flowers are done. Now, fill in the flowers. On the outside, I'm not going to worry about filling in flowers because I'm going to do pop-up flowers like I told you. I had already done flowers, but on the inside I will fill in flowers, and that will actually look really nice to have flowers filled in. And we did not use the Coastal Cabana, so let's use the Coastal Cabana to fill in some pretty little flowers for ourselves. So inside it is nice to have the flowers filled in, and all you have to do, again, excuse my head, I just have to look down over, and the flower literally fits down on top of itself. So when you're looking at the outline of the flower, boom, it fits on top of itself, and you cover the flower. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's all you're doing with that. Excuse my head. I know, sorry, my head is in the way when I do that, but I do have to be able to see it so I fill in the flower properly. So we're going to fill in the flower there, but we're not going to worry about it we're going to worry about it like on our bag or on the outside of our card, because we're going to do some other things. Boom! Look how cute that is, you guys. Okay, so now we're going to put our card together. Super, super excited. Okay, so remember the pieces that we already did. Okay, so let's revisit our pieces. And we've got this little strip here, which I like inside the card. And I like to leave myself room to write inside my card. Sometimes I'll leave more space than others. There's no right or wrong for that either, you guys. It's whatever you're wanting to do in your card at the time. But on this one, because I'm going to do the pretty design on the top with the paper, with the DSP, look how beautiful that looks, you guys. It really makes the card, doesn't it? And it's secret. It covers up because you colored on your card and you don't want that to show through. Nobody knows that. They just know how pretty the card is when they get it. Right? They're not like, they were trying to cover something up. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And I love these cards. So there is the inside of your card, and look at all that space you have to write. Here's the outside, your lovely little girl. I have a little bit more coloring to do, and then we're going to add the rest of the pieces. So I did most of the coloring, but I wanted to come back through. I got a little bit of my blender pens over here, and I wanted to show you, let's see, what do I have? Light Night of Navy. I want to highlight her hair. So you don't have to do any of this, you guys. This is just me. I just like, I feel like a blueberry girl. So I feel like her hair needs highlighted, and you need to do her little curls. And you come across and highlight her hair like so, and we need to do her curls. Hello to the blueberry girl. And then I want to do her bow. Definitely want to color her bow in. And then we want to highlight pieces of her bow. So coloring, again, I know you've heard me say this before. If coloring is not for you, don't do it. Don't do it if coloring is not for you, my friends. It's totally, totally fine. Then we're going to do the Misty Moonlight. And what I want to do with the Misty Moonlight is I want to color in her shoes, but I also want to highlight the pieces in her skirt, and look at the difference when you give it that little extra. And the thing is that these colors, they blend. So if you let it sit for a minute, it literally just starts to blend in on itself. It makes it very beautiful. I think she needs to have blue lips, of course. And then her bow, we need to do the pieces in her bow as well. So pretty. I had so much fun coloring, you guys. I just absolutely loved it. I don't know about you guys this week. We did get a little bit of snow. We're supposed to get snow again, for my understanding. I mean, we are in Ohio. I live in Ohio. So when people say snow, I'm not really all that shocked. It's Ohio. So it is what it is. Then the Wink of Stella, because it's glitter in a pen, you guys. Love the Wink of Stella. And I'm going to do her hair because, yes, everybody's hair should be glittery with the blue. Ah. I'm going to push a little bit over here. Not that much. I've got a little crazy, but I need to use it, so it will be fine. We'll come across here, get her hair. I want to make the blueberries glittery because why not? I want to make everything glittery. I'm sure you are not surprised. If you've caught any of my videos, you're like, oh no, we're totally not surprised. Everything should be glittery. And Winkastella is glitter in a pin. I'm sorry, who invented that brilliance? Because, yes. So we've got our Winkastella going on. This is just all added elements. You guys don't have to do any of this. I just think it's super, super fun. And I cannot wait to show you. So I did a strawberry girl and a grape girl. You guys, I just love these little girls. They're so, so cute. But if you caught my stuff from last week, you will see that those had like a more, I want to say serious tone, but yeah, a little more serious tone to them and had like a little more elegance to them. So you could do it either way. Yeah, whatever you want to do. All right, now just coming over here because I already got some flowers on dimensionals because that makes it easier. Oh, and I got this guy too. Don't want to forget our little guy for the front. So we're going to take the backing off of our dimensionals. How we doing on time? Oh, not bad at all. Okay. So got that going on. We want to put the front on. Then we're going to put our flowers on. And then we got to put some jewels on. Because we have to have more glitter, of course. Okay. So I'm going to do this down here in the front. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we've got these guys, which I punched out with the strawberry punch like I showed you. So you can stamp your own or you can punch them out of the paper that comes with the Sale-A-Bration, which, hello, that's brilliant. So got that going on. Try to get it. There we go. So it looks like that. And let's do one more. I don't mind a few being flat. I don't mind a few flowers being flat, but I like to have that popped up like that. Then, of course, we're going to take the Winkastella because, hello, because everything should glitter. And we're just going to color the flowers in. I'm just going to give it a little Winkastella on our flowers as a little extra. Then we're going to put some gems on there because we want to have the gems on there too. So the gems, we've got blue gems to look like the blueberries. Brilliant. So a little bit of glue into the center of each flower we got going on there. I'm going to take that really dark blue. I think that that's beautiful. Put our little gems down. Get you moved over there. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. So pretty, you guys. I'll tell you, I was super excited. So I'm going to show you what I created, what we created today. And the original one that I created, I literally, you guys, probably 2 months ago when I could pre-order and get this stuff in because I was so excited about these girls. And then I felt like the bag went with it too. So I felt like the bag was brilliant. And we had to have a matching little curvy box to go with it. All right, you guys. Hello to our little blueberry girl. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Let me show you how to fold the bag, which is super simple because the curvy box, it cuts it out, but it also scores it. So the whole bottom of the box is scored, like it's ready to go. And I literally just take my fingers. I mean, you could take something else if you needed to, a bone folder or something, but it curves up so nicely with my fingers, I don't really worry about it. And then on this side with these little handles that move like that, I kind of turn them back on themselves. And then I come in the middle and kind of push down. This is going to do a little push down. These are perfect for the Lindor chocolates. So that's what we're going to put in there. And then the slit part literally comes down and goes over top and closes. And then the other slit part comes down and closes over top of that. Are you kidding with the little matching box and the little matching card? So here's your blueberry girl. Hello to that. And I already made a tag. So let's do that real quick. We'll get a little bit of the ribbon. Let's do the matching ribbon. Everything should match when you're doing it. And we'll put our ribbon in there. So I had already done a tag and colored her. And so when I'm doing stuff, you guys know I like to do assembly line. When I was coloring my cards, I colored my girls on the little tags as well. I was trying to do everything together so you're not doing extra work. This is just easier for you. So whatever works best for you guys is how it should go. But hello to that little girl with the little matching card. All right, now this was the original card. I did not do pop-up flowers, and I did different gems. I didn't do the blue gems. So there's the difference. Pop-up flowers, not pop-up flowers. Whatever your heart desires, whatever you would want to do. And then it's pretty much the same inside. So there's our blueberry girl. We'll set her there so you guys can see our blueberry girl. Let's move all this so maybe we can see all the girls together at the same time. Now we have a little grape girl. So we got a little grape girl, and the same thing. I did pop-up flowers, not pop-up flowers. The inside's the same. I just used the DSP that looks like the grape. So same premise and matching bag. And then we have a strawberry girl. Pop-up flowers, not pop-up flowers. And we have a strawberry bag. Are you kidding me? Do you guys love my little girls? Let's do a line. Let's do a line of all the flower ones so you can see. Okay. There you go. There you go. And then there's our matching bags. We've got our little matchy bags that go with it. I hope that you love this Over the Moon. It was Over the Moon. I used a whole lot of products, but that's what Over the Moon is. But I'm super, super excited. And I really wanted to show off these really fun gifts that you could get for free. $100 for Sale-A-Bration. You do not want to miss out on that. All right, let's go to the front screen. Oh, you guys, I hope you loved it. I have had so much fun with my little girls, and I hope that you love them just as much. And go and make the world a better place, my friends. You know, I'm just going to tell you that. Go and make the world a better place. Next week is Paper Pumpkin. You do not want to miss Paper Pumpkin, and it will be the last week that I'm going to use all the Sale-A-Bration stuff. So watch for all the fun things we're going to do next week. And until I see you next week, my friends, I bid you adieu.